you troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night?
Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic?
Have you or any of your family ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost?
If the answer is yes, then don't wait another minute. Pick up your phone and call the professionals. Go Ghostbusters!
Hey, welcome back to World Entertainment, and boy have we got some news this week. We got a big, huge Disney box set with an insane cost. We've got some Rambo news, but we're going to kick it off with some Ghostbusters news. That's right, the new sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife, technically aka Ghostbusters 4. The fact that they are building actual sets that represents the movies and gives you a hint at who's coming back. As you can see, Ray's Occult is back. They've actually built the set, the interior and exterior, half the street they've made. They've also built the set of the firehouse, and there's interesting things about that. And the reason all this was done is because it was filmed in the UK, except of course for a few shots in New York with Ecto 1, and I'd assume there's some other parts. But seeing that they've actually built the sets, particularly Ray's Occult, lets us firmly know that Dan Aykroyd is back, but he's not the only one. So let's have a look at this. So first introduced in 89's Ghostbusters 2, Ray's Occult books would become a recurring location within the Prime film canon, returning in Ghostbusters Afterlife, and now seemingly and unsurprisingly in the upcoming sequel. It was also used throughout the now defunct IDW Ghostbusters comic series, and most recently in the video game Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. Given the working title of Firehouse, production on the upcoming Ghostbusters sequel took place within the United Kingdom earlier this year, with New York City filming limited to second unit. Hence the need for a fabricated recreation of Ray's Occult books, in addition to the previously featured 101 Ghostbusters Firehouse, with the latter managing to do the impossible task of combining the exterior of New York's Hook and Ladder 8 with the interior of Los Angeles Fire Station number 23, the two real-world locations used in previous films. For anyone that's a bit confused about that, all the interior shots of Ghostbusters HQ in the original movies, that is actually a station, a fire station in Los Angeles. However, we all know the exterior is Station House 8 in New York. So they've actually gone and built the interior to go with the exterior all in one piece, which you can see via McKenna Grace's TikTok video. You get to see a bit of Ecto 1 there, but you can see the interior, and then of course she runs out and we see half the street built again. I'm assuming this is Pinewood Studios, but I'm not sure. So, but we'll continue this. So in an interview with the BBC One's boo BBC Saturday Kitchen, franchise original Dan Aykroyd spoke highly of the upcoming sequel's production design, saying, "We got the Cadillac in there, Ecto 1, and we got the firehouse. We actually built an entire replica of the firehouse on stage inside. They built the corner of Varick and Northmore inside." I'm going to assume that's probably the name of the area or something from the Los Angeles firehouse, don't know. And they did it beautifully. Production design is spectacular on this show. Again, I'm just so grateful to work with these people. They're making the vision of the director and producer come to life, and it's just fun to be able to play that character again and be in that world. The upcoming Ghostbusters sequel is slated to arrive in theatres on March 29th, 2024. So there as well you have Dan Aykroyd confirming that he's back. We know, of course, Ernie Hudson is back. But Aykroyd also, the other week, mentioned and pretty much confirmed another worst kept secret that Bill Murray is back for this one as well. Again, I'm going to assume Bill Murray's role will be very small, very limited, down to a cameo appearance, probably in the vein of Afterlife. And I'm okay with that. And the thing that makes that work is the fact that the newer characters that were introduced, the Spengler family, podcast, Paul Rudd's character, they were all liked. You know, that's the difference. If they weren't received well, you'd be sitting there going, oh, it's not a Ghostbusters if the whole old crew aren't back. But the fact that they did work, we know we can take small amounts of the originals. Like, Aykroyd is probably going to be in it a fair bit. Ernie Hudson will probably be one of the main characters in it, because we know he's the one who brings Ecto 1 back and gets the firehouse back. So you would assume he's going to be there. But Bill Murray, it's okay that we only get a bit of him. We don't need him to be in it from start to finish. We're okay. You know what I mean? Looking forward to it. Shame it got delayed. It got delayed thanks to all the strikes and whatnot, because they need to do a few pickup shots and whatnot. What's his name? Reitman. I can't think of his first name. The son, obviously. He said that they need to do a few pickups, so we know they can't do that while they're on strike. Even though it's been filmed in the UK, it's the fact that some of them are part of the unions, which means they can't. Well, I suppose they could, but then look what happened with Drew Barrymore, who went onto the show without union workers, and Jesus. But anyway, Ghostbusters 4, working title Ghostbusters Firehouse, coming March 29th, 2024, and they've actually built sets, which something that's really missing nowadays, and it really shows you the value of doing it. If only Disney could realise that. But with that, I will leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Elimination needs.
We're ready to believe you.